Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, we have another pick a card reading, and this is all about messages that you need to hear regarding your love life. So if you are in a relationship or if you are single, we're going to take a look to see what messages you may need to hear. Okay, so we have 3 piles here in front of us today. We have pile number 1, pile number 2, and pile number 3. So go ahead and take a moment if you need to pause and meditate on which pile you're feeling most drawn to. As always, I will have the timestamps listed down below in the description box for you so you guys can go ahead and fast forward to your pile selection. Okay, so I will give a little PSA right now. I do apologize if you hear a lot of peacocks in the background. I do live in a place where there are a lot of peacocks, and it is currently about to be mating season. So they are out and about and just calling over the littlest things. So I do apologize if that does get annoying. So just know, unfortunately, there's really not a whole lot I can do. So I do apologize. So again, we have pile 1, 2, and 3. I'll give you guys another moment. And then we're going to go ahead and move on to pile number 1. So I'm going to go ahead and move these guys off to the side. And we're going to start with group 1. So group 1, if you guys chose this red gold stone, we're going to go ahead and move this guy off to the side. And we're going to lay out all of your cards today. So let's start with your tarot cards. We have the High Priestess, 4 of Swords, and the Emperor. Okay, let's take a look at your other cards. I actually got a new Oracle deck today. This is the Island Time Wellness Love Oracle cards. So we have 3. First one we have, oh, you can barely see it. It says Hammer. We have Sabotage, Rebuilding, Interrogation, Repetitive, Persistent, Working on it. Okay. Next we have Boat, Receiving what you need, Progression, Arriving, Moving on, Closure issues. And we have Self-Indulgence, Focus on self, self-worth, Time to heal, Shadow work, Self-appreciation. Okay. Let's take a look at your Love Oracle cards. We have Calling in your soulmate. Your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you together. Heart-to-heart conversations, honestly discuss your feelings with each other. Okay. And let go of control issues. Allow the situation to unfold naturally. Interesting. Okay, so I feel like I got some clarification here with these cards. So let's go ahead and take a look at what we've got here. All right, so group 1. So you guys have the High Priestess, 4 of Swords, and the Emperor for your tarot cards. Now, what's interesting is you guys have the Emperor. The Emperor represents a strong male figure. Now, this can represent, in a love reading, this typically represents like the masculine person in the relationship. So if you're a female watching this and you're with a male partner, this could most definitely indicate this person. Now, there can be interpreted a couple different ways, but what I'm getting based off of the oracle messages that came through is it seems to be suggesting that there could be a part of you wondering whether or not this person, because they're just so strong-willed and they're very much like a man's man, if you will, is there a little bit of controlling going on or control issues? Okay, now what I mean by that is if you feel that in your relationship, your partner seems to be kind of calling the shots, or maybe this could also indicate you. Whichever one is doing so, it seems to be kind of taking a little bit of a toll here. One of you is feeling, and I would, if my guess would be if you're watching this, it would be you. You're probably feeling like they're calling the shots a lot, like they're almost dictating what to do. And I don't want to be like too harsh or make it seem like they're 100% controlling or things like that, but you know, there's some sort of power struggle here. It's not 100% like an equal playing field. And I feel like, you know, with the High Priestess here, it's like you're searching for answers. It's like you're trying to search for like, what do you do in this situation? How do you, you know, get it to where you feel like you guys are both on an even playing field? I feel there's a lot of tug and pull. And what's interesting is, you know, we've got the Boat card. This says receiving what you need, progression, arriving, moving on, closure issues. So I feel like you guys aren't necessarily receiving what you need from this relationship. And that could be why you're searching for these answers as to like, okay, well, how do I get what it is that I want from this person? Because I think you do really like this person. I'm getting this strong sense that, you know, you guys do have, you know, when times are good, it's good. But when times are rough, it's rough, you know, and we've got this Hammer card here. To me, I kind of getting the sense that this could be, you know, almost what needs to happen, that you need to work on this relationship, that there needs to be some sort of, you know, rebuilding to where you guys both feel like you're on an even playing field, like I mentioned earlier. Okay, so this could require you to really kind of focus on you, to, you know, give yourself the time and attention that you deserve before you can address the situation or address, you know, talk about like reconnecting or rekindling your relationship with your partner, especially if it feels really strained. Okay. You have the Four of Swords, which also indicates, you know, a time for rest. Like you just need that mental clarity, that mental time of like relax and, you know, rest and relaxation is really what I was trying to get to. And it might be a tough situation to do right now, because of, depending on how long, you know, this kind of tug and pull has been going, it can be very, you know, heavy on you. So what the cards seem to be indicating is that you definitely need to have this heart-to-heart conversation. You need to be able to talk with your partner and be open about what it is that you're feeling and why it is that you're feeling this way, okay? You know, is it them that's kind of, you know, a little pushy or a little controlling in certain areas? If so, address it. Or if it's you, maybe you need to realize that perhaps you're the one with the control issues. You like to be the one that, you know, takes charge and says, hey, we're going to do this and we're going to do that. And maybe your partner is giving you a little pushback, like, no, I don't want to do this anymore. I want to be able to do the things that I want to do, you know? So being open, I think, is really important here to each other and listening to what you guys both have to say. Okay. I love the fact that we have the Calling in Your Soulmate card. So being able to, you know, have this open dialogue and really hear one another. If you guys both are able to give each other that opportunity, I guarantee things will go a lot smoother. If you or they let go of these control issues and you guys really dig deep and understand why, you know, you're feeling the way that you're feeling, and, you know, both of you kind of, you know, give what the other needs, so to speak. I honestly feel, that's funny, instead of receiving what you need, I honestly feel like you guys will be able to move on in a better, more productive manner, especially if this feels like this has been weighing heavy on you for a minute, okay? So let's see what your Lover's Oracle cards come through. So I didn't pre-select these beforehand. I thought it would be fun to shuffle these on camera just to see like what we have. Oh, my candle just went out. So let's take a look. Oh, okay. At what we have. We have freedom. There is nothing stopping you. The path is clear if you want it to be. Okay, so yeah, there's definitely, for some of you, if you find that this is too far gone, to the point where, you guys have had, you haven't been able to really hear or listen to one another, even though you've tried having this conversation, maybe it is time to walk away. We do have, where is that one? Moving on over here with the boat card. So perhaps for some of you guys, this could be indicating you moving on from a controlling relationship. Okay, so let's see what else we have. Oops. Anything else for group 1? Oh, yep. Balance. Love is not always about agreeing just for the sake of it. A great relationship is one that both supports and challenges. Yes, so yeah, group 1, we definitely seem to be, that seems to be coming through a lot here. That there is some sort of, like we talked about in the beginning, things seem to be out of balance right now. And you guys definitely need to be able to find a way, and you obviously are looking for the answers or looking for a way to kind of come back together, because I do see like there is potential here. For a lot of you guys, if you did select this, this pile, I definitely see potential. It just seems like this is just bit of a rough spot that I think is workable. Again, if both parties are willing to do the work, it can only lead to greatness. But if not, if it just seems very one-sided, then, yeah, you definitely do what you need to focus on you and to really, appreciate who you are and just heal if you need to, if this didn't necessarily end in the way that you were hoping it would. So, group 1, that was your message. I hope this resonated with you. If it did, please let me know in the comment section down below. I would love to hear how, if any of this did resonate. Please let me know in the comment section down below. Like I said, if this did, or if you have any questions, or if you have any suggestions for any future videos. So I'm going to go ahead and move this to the side, and then we're going to move on to our next pile. All right, group 2, if this is the pile that you selected, this is your message. So we are going to go ahead and start with all of your cards, and we will go from there. So move this guy off to the side. Let's start with your tarot cards. Okay, first we have 2 of Pentacles, 3 of Wands, and the Judgment. Okay, let's look at your oracle cards. You guys have 2 of the Island Time Wellness Love Oracle cards. The first is, I like you. Someone likes you. Romance is blooming. Fun flirting. Want to date. All right, so there's some potential there. Wedding rings. Union, wedding, married, soul connection, eternal love, everlasting promise. Oh, all right. Looks really serious. And you guys have 2 Romance Angel Oracle cards. The first one is, this could be the one. You've already met the romantic partner you seek. All right. I feel like this should be over here. And then we have true love. This is the romance of a lifetime. Wow. Wow, group 2. Okay, so if you're single, then this could definitely indicate that you could be meeting the one here soon. So that's really awesome to see. All right, let's take a look at everything that we've got so far. So you guys have the 2 of Pentacles, 3 of Wands, and the Judgment card. Now the 2 of Pentacles, what's interesting is, this is all about balance, just finding balance in your everyday life, your career, your love life, your family life, everything, it's all just trying to balance it all out to where, you feel, productive, like things are going well. And it's all about, just trying to strive for all of that. This is ultimately what we all strive for, right? We all want to, in a sense, have it all, have the good family life, have the good, career, all of that. So this is just trying to remind you, I feel like during this time that, you don't want to do more, one or the other. You obviously want to keep it, well balanced, and don't put too much on your plate than you can handle. Okay. And this also talks, even when it comes to dating, even if somebody does come into your life that you do meet, that could potentially be the one. Don't just throw all your time and energy onto this person. You're still an individual. You're still you. You want to show that, hey, you know what? I know I'm interested, but hey, I have also got my own life that I got to lead. And, either you can be a part of it, or I'm content doing my own thing. So I think that's ultimately kind of your appeal, to this person, it's just kind of showing that you're very good at keeping things, well balanced. And honestly, when people are kind of like that, that is an attractive quality, in and of itself. So, and it also, what's funny is you have the Three of Wands here, which is all about, hard work paying off. It's kind of like you're so goal oriented and you're so focused on what it is that you need to do. I feel like this truly speaks of you as a person, that, you just trying to be able to have anything and everything that you've ever worked for is such a beautiful thing, and how determined you guys are. I think this, again, is one of those attractive qualities that's going to make you stand out to somebody. Okay. If you haven't met this person already, knowing that this person could be right around the corner. Okay. Now, if you have met this person and it's just still very new, it's in that I like you stage, know that this could very well potentially be that much more. Okay. You guys have so much to offer, and you definitely want to be able to just like focus on the present, don't lose sight of, and the excitement of it all. Even though I know there's a lot of really good cards here indicating that this could be the one, I don't want you guys to lose sight of that. I really want you guys to, stay in the moment and very present, while you're trying to get to know this person. Because again, I think you're just going to be able to, really connect with them, on a much deeper level. And ultimately, this very, like the cards are saying, this very well could lead to something that much more. Okay. Now we have the Judgment card as well. And the Judgment card is all about, where has your path led you, and where will it lead you now? So again, just how hard and determined you guys are as individuals, reminding yourselves that, you're on this own path, the path in which you've created, right? Now, if this path is taking you towards love, then so be it, and that's really what it seems to be indicating. This could be all about, a rebirth, a renewal of yourself, and willing to just kind of go with the flow, not allow anything to hold you back. In a way, this kind of almost reminds me of the Fool card, in the sense that it's very carefree and optimistic. That is what the Fool card kind of reminds me. Anytime that I think about it, I just think of that sense of optimism, because it's like, well, if it happens, it happens, kind of a thing. And that's the sense that I'm getting too with your guys's, love reading here, that this situation, I think you guys are just going to take it as, well, if it happens, it happens. And I feel like this is definitely going to happen more so in your favor. So let's take a look at your guys's love oracle cards. So I'm going to shuffle these on camera. Oh, these guys almost got ahead of me. And we're going to see what comes through. Group 2. Love messages for group 2. Oops. All right, we've got look inside yourself. Examine what is causing you to feel this way. All right, so this could also be just all about a, positive reflection on yourself. You've got this sense of balance, you're really hard, not hard, your hard work and determination is really paying off. So just kind of, focusing on, the things that make you happy. Let's see what else. Love messages for group 2. It's always tricky shuffling these because they're little hearts. Love messages. Whoops. All right, let's see what we got here. We have only time will tell. We have give thanks for the blessings of love soon to come your way. Know that you deserve to be and have all that your heart truly desires. Love that. And we have acceptance is the key to inner peace. At times we must accept things as they are. There is no point trying to change that which is beyond our control. All right. So yeah, very nice, group 2. So group 2, that was your message. I hope this resonated with you guys. If it did, please let me know in the comment section down below. I would love to hear if you guys have met someone, or, if this is, evolving into something a little bit more serious. Yeah, definitely let me know if you guys enjoyed this video. Please let me know and give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you guys are not already. And we will go ahead and move on to our last group. All right, so if you guys chose pile 3 with the jade, oops, this is your message. All right, so we are going to start with laying down all of your cards and taking a look at what we've got. So we have the Page of Pentacles, the Knight of Wands, the Ten of Swords. Okay, so for your oracle cards, these are the Island Time Wellness Love Oracle cards. We have heartbroken, deeply hurt, sad, separation, breakup, feeling lost, grieving, or mourning. Axe, breakup, separation, stop the pattern, silent treatment, abandonment. Ooh. Okay, let's take a look at your Romance Angel Oracle cards. You guys have 3. Release your ex. The time has come to clear your energy. Okay. Let's see what else. Separation. I think I've seen separation 3 times now. We've got separation, separation, separation. Oh my goodness. Time apart from your partner is on the horizon. Okay. And last but not least, finances and career. Financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. Oh my goodness. Okay, group 3. All right, I am definitely not going to sugarcoat anything. As you guys can see, we've got a lot going on here. And the most common word that is coming up is separation. So group 3, right off the bat, we definitely have some indication here that there could be a separation clearly going on as either at the moment or could potentially be on the horizon here. Now, the Ten of Swords is interesting because the Ten of Swords in this reminds me of just kind of too much weighing on you. The swords is all about like our thoughts, our mind, just things that weigh heavy on us mentally. And when I see the Ten of Swords, this makes me think of, even though it's a sense of completion, it's also just a reminder that there's a lot weighing heavy on you and in your mind. And I think you've given this every ounce of your being, and it has consumed you to the point where you no longer see a future in this situation if you stay. I think you guys are pretty much at this point where you are well aware that you've done all that you can, and there's nowhere else to go but up. I think you guys in a sense have kind of reached rock bottom, with this relationship. And I hate to say that because I don't ever like to just talk negatively. I like to give, a sense of optimism. And you know what? In spite of all this, there is. Okay? You guys have the Knight of Wands and the Page of Pentacles. The Knight of Wands and the Page of Pentacles is all about forward movement here. Okay? If you notice in the pictures here, we've got, this witch here that's on her broom, and she's moving forward, even though there's danger and there's, potential for disaster to happen. She's still going, or he's still going. And I feel like in this situation, that very much applies. Even though you feel like there's no way that this situation can get any better because you've just been dealing with so much hurt and turmoil, the only thing you have to do is to get away. Okay, like you have to physically move on. That's the only way you're ever going to get any better, is if you allow yourself to leave, okay? And I know it's hard, and especially if this really does apply to you, like where you have given it your all and you are heartbroken at this situation, know that this is the option for you for a better future, okay? The Page of Pentacles, what I love about this is there is a sense of optimism here, because it's allowing you to choose a new direction to go in. And you alone can do that, okay? Now, you guys have the 2 cards that came through for your Island Time Wellness cards. They're both very, very clear in saying, break up, separation, stop the pattern. So if you know that there is a pattern, a repeated pattern, going on in your relationship, that no matter what you tried, no matter what you did, nothing changed, that's when it's time to go. And like we talked about, you've given it your all. Like, I'm getting this strong sense that you guys definitely put in the time, you put in the effort, and no matter what, it's still just left you feeling the same way, if not worse, okay? So this is definitely a time to release your ex. You have to release this negative energy. That's the only way you'll be able to find happiness again, okay? Now, for some of you, finances and career could have been a factor in this. So if it was over money issues, or your careers getting in the way or whatnot, something could have contributed to this separation, okay? So again, just know that this is, even though I know this is difficult and I know this is really hard, to hear, and I am truly sorry if you guys are going through this. I am. I've been through it. I know how difficult it can be. So, for that, honestly, you guys have my biggest sympathy for that. But I have to, remain, optimistic. And I see this optimism here, like I just talked about, for you guys. So I don't want you to stay in this negative mindset. Once you get yourself away, I feel like the better you'll start feeling about yourself, and the better you'll start feeling overall. Okay. So let's take a look at your Romance Angel Oracle cards. I want to see if there's any other messages that come through here for you guys. So, any messages for group 3? Oops. Oops. Okay. We've got quite a few that came out. Let's take a look. All right. Emotions are a natural and necessary part of life, but they can also distort your perception and cloud your vision. In order to see things clearly, you must let go of resentment. Yeah. So in order to be able to fully let go, you kind of have, that is honestly the hardest part, is not being able to resent your partner. I know that, it is really, really difficult. Through this, it honestly, it is like, there's just no way around, that. Just know that that's just one of the things you have to be able to do is to just let go of that, as difficult as it can be. You know, definitely follow through with that. All right, the next one we have is imagine all unwanted thoughts dissolving into light, creating room for new opportunities and possibilities for your life. Yes. So being able to get rid of all of unwanted thoughts. All right, last one, a message for you. I'm thinking of you this very moment. Your love fills me with light. I love you. So this is just a positive message for you guys, just to remember that, you know, you are loved, that even though at this moment it doesn't feel like it because you're having to go through a separation, a breakup, you have love and you are capable of love. And I hope that this message really, really resonates for you guys at this moment, okay? All right. And you guys did have one other card that came through. It said, embrace. Through each other, you find the missing pieces. All right. So now what's interesting about this is, yes, I think there's definitely, you know, going to be some embracement here going on, because I think this was not an easy separation, but you have to remember you need to be able to release them. Even though I think there might still be love there and you might still feel very comfortable with them, know that if you've done all that you can, you're not going to, you know, get them to change, or the relationship isn't going to change if it hasn't already and you've done anything and everything you can. So remember, let it go. As tough as it is, you definitely need to be able to do what's right by you guys, by yourselves, okay? So group 3, I'm so sorry that this wasn't like anything, you know, more helpful or more exciting, but I hope that, you know, this was what you needed to hear, you know, and I truly wish you nothing but the best. So please let me know if you enjoyed this reading. If you did, please give it a like or subscribe to the channel if you are not already. I honestly am so thankful for you guys that watch these videos. Truly, it means the world to me that you guys even support my channel. And yeah, I would just really love to be able to reach more of you guys as I continue to make these videos. So if you guys have any suggestions for future videos, please let me know in the comment section down below. Otherwise, I hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful day. Definitely keep your spirits up and know that I am giving you the biggest hug ever, especially if you're going through this tough time. So I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.